Hey everybody, my name is Kalle Slaap, watchmaker from the Netherlands, and a pre-recorded stream because we are in the UK at the moment when you see this. It is really early and I am not a morning person. I'm not grumpy as long as everybody stays silent. So cheers everybody. Well, this beautiful JLC LeCoultre or Jaeger LeCoultre. It is a special one. Look at this. There, the Master Control, including DNA, and 1,000 hours of testing. Solid gold case. There are the numbers. 732. And the crystal was missing. And it is, well, not too much damage to the dial, luckily, even if I reflect the light. And well, it's not a curved dial, so I can place the case upside down without damaging or stressing the hands. So do it like this and open the case, see what we find. Oh. There we go. Very, very, very delicate golden screws on the case back. There. Focus, plop. And with the ultrasonic bath, all this will be gone. And the first tool a watchmaker buys is disinfectant soap. So, as you probably know, I don't do any... Ooh, what's this? That is unusual. Wow, I didn't see that at first. Well, that we will polish out, but... Let's have a look at the front under the microscope, see how it's worn. Look at the scratched bezel or lunette. Look at that. Well, we love that our clients are enjoying their watch and wearing it. Oh wow. Well, this we can polish into perfection without... Or is it already... Oh no, I thought maybe there was a facet there, but it is well worn. And if you see the specks on the dial, the crystal came off some time ago. And always interesting, what is the reason why a crystal come off? So usually that means we find something inside the watch as well. Well, sorry I cannot greet you all. It's a pre-recorded session. We are in the UK, returning the cow Rolex, and when you see this, we are just exiting the Harry Potter studios. so I couldn't do a live stream on location. I can't do because it's a future. Of course, we'll keep you posted from the UK of our adventures, things we're going to do there. The four of us, Edwin, Elmar, Julian and myself. See if we can open it without leaving any marks. That would be nice. There is probably the opening. Sorry about that. Yeah. Scalpel, nice and thin, but resilient enough to open the case. Well, let's find out together about the inside. Ooh. An Excel sheet in your case bag. $18 gold. And I am not going to scratch my name in there. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Hey, we did this movement not too long ago. But what the hell is going on in there? Okay, it is well worn. We already established that, but jeugje. Even if you want to. Hey, screw missing. Oh, probably not. No, that is for the. Oh yeah, I remember from last time. A spring could be mounted there if there was an extra complication, and then the screw would fix the spring just like this one. But it's not just dirty, but is it? To be honest, I really don't feel like another so rusted watch. Even if you want to, if you are really trying, how do you achieve this mess? This is extreme. Ooh. And even there. It's not just moisture. Hey, is that glass? Might be it. Wow. I didn't expect this. As you know, I don't do any work up front. Otherwise, hey, could be. Otherwise, it would be fake and rehearsed and not just. Yeah, not interesting for me either. And that screw is interesting because it is both lopsided You see? They're not centered. There is a lot going on already. Well, it's not too much play. Just a bit, but not excessive. What happened here? And especially with this, what else can we expect? If memory serves, I think we found this movement in the Audemars Piguet. We did do not too long ago. I think it was the Audemars Piguet. There, 21 karat gold, just for the weight. Well, hey, oh no, I thought there was a plate and it was cracked, but it's just the screw there. That's nothing. Screw there. So it comes out from the front. And those are the screws that retaining the bezel, the lunette. Already an adventure. Didn't expect this. To be honest, I thought, well, it's early, so I do a nice simple hand wound quality so I can show you the beautiful finishing, stuff like that. But hey, turned out to be a bit different. And I really do mean it, even if you wanted to. How do you achieve this? I think we need more coffee. So, 3 tiny screws. But even kijken, my trusty carpenter tweezers. Let me see. Oh, here. Not to make any marks. It is everywhere. And I think with that, do you see the white sheen over there? That must be some moisture residue. Pooh. It has been a while before I did this movement. First I want to well, make sure there's no power on the mainspring, but this is the automatic winding module, but part of the normal gear train, like the escape wheel, center wheel, is underneath here as well. So you cannot remove this one, it will explode like a grenade. So first the click for the automatic. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll first remove the click spring. And this is the click for the automatic winding, not just a click for the ratchet wheel. There we are. And now we can disengage this click. There. Here. The beauty of the rubies in the bascule here. It's beautiful. Here the straight graining. Maybe you remember, but I think it was the Audemars Piguet with the same base movement. Yeah. So now the movement can unwind without the friction of this bascule. For hey, ooh, look at that. I didn't see it when I removed the plate, but you see that? Here is some oil, lubricant, and that is probably not because it's placed there, because it's got nothing to lubricate over there, but it was displaced by moisture, and then it seeps into the cracks like capillary werking. It gets sucked in anyway, so it stays there. And like a wise Wicklow man once said, a Marxism, oils you see isn't doing anything. I paraphrase. Good to see you, Mark. First, I'm still not over the abuse of, well, it is a valuable watch. There. If you just joined, it's a pre-recorded session, but hi anyway. We are in the UK, returning the cow Rolex to the Steel family, and when you see this stream, we were in the Harry Potter studios in Watford, so I couldn't do any live streaming as well. Well, hey, interesting. If I wind the crown, you can see the ratchet wheel moving. It is driving the automatic winding system, but the gear train doesn't move. That is either blocked Let's use the pegwood not to make any scratches, but if I move the... It is blocked. Here I can move there and there. There is something going on. Which means... Oh. There was moisture here. That is residue of moisture, but it has blocked the gear train. Well, first things first, take out the movement. All the way it can release the power from the mainspring, it can now. It isn't being stopped by the click of the automatic winding, and it isn't stopped by the pallet fork, so there's a free movement of the gear train if it wasn't blocked. Wow. Not really an early morning job. But again, Edwin is here as well, so if anything goes wrong, help is on the way. So. And we have to do the stream so early because of all the phone calls and the clients during the daytime. Because we are repairing watches and doing streams, but running a company as well. So the 4 screws for the bezel lunette. Yeah. Now I'm going to take out the winding stem and the case screws. Dirty as well. Do you see that? Contaminated. So it's all the way through the movement. Well, if I remove the case, hey, I didn't see that at first. There is no way that this watch leaves the Jaeger LeCoultre production plant with 2 different screws. This one is definitely not original. A not original case screw. The movement is incredibly dirty, contaminated and horrible. And the gear train is stuck. There is a chance we will find this screw underneath here somewhere. There is a good chance. There is no way. It doesn't even look right. It's just... I even dare to say that this is a Seiko screw. Look at the sides of the slot. Seiko. And a slightly wider slot. Wow. There. Easy. No stress. Let's have a look. Is that glue? It looks like glue. Why? Why would you use glue over there? This is just... where are we? There are we. Well, that is interesting because we are looking at rust. And we recognize rust because we've done some rusty movements. But gold doesn't rust. So far, so good. The winding stem we took out the rust isn't coming from here. Okay, it's rusty, but not, you can see it's still shiny. Where is this replaced? The plot thickens. I did hear something about coffee. Koffie! You have your cup somewhere? Oh. Dankjewel, man. Lekker! So, we have rust, particles, but no rusty parts anymore. That is... Did I play football with it? Even the staining on the hands. Then again, oh, automatic. I could have known it was an automatic watch. It is going to be a beautiful result. What I'm doing is a piece of latex over, removing the hands, not actually touching the hands, not touching the dial. There we are. Well, the result is going to be spectacular, but it is just the abuse it took. Well, the dial is nicely centered. The dial feed screws. Lekker man, dankjewel. the dial. Just a light clean. But you can see how dirty it is. So the crystal's been off for some time. You see the specks and a bit of have to be very gentle with cleaning that. Okay, next stop. What do we see? Here's the hour wheel. Oh, let's do the cannon pinion while we're here. Still worried about the blocking of the gear train. There is something going on. Okay, I just took off here this cannon pinion. Well, here is the yoke, and there. Well, make sure the date ring is nicely and secured before I continue with the movement. Still the state of the movement. Hey, this screw was loose. Hardly any friction. So there. Look at that. What is going on? Oh wow. It looks like a bit flaky and on top of the part. Not that it's eaten away. It is quite superficial. Oh, look at underneath. Here. Ah. So we really have to. Oh, that screw is secured. Really have to think of the moisture. No doubt about it. Okay. Why I'm do the disassembly on the dial side first now, because I don't want to put the movement upside down because of the date ring. And even with a movement holder, I really don't want to scratch or damage or do anything to the dial. Obviously. So that's why I do the disassembly of the dial side first. Make sure the date ring is secured. And then use the movement holder. And still have to remember not just moisture, but the gear train is stuck. Mechanically stuck, so there's something in there. And we already found a non-original screw. A Seiko screw in a Master Control Jaeger LeCoultre. Always interesting. So, go. There we are. Nice and secure in a soft styrofoam box. This is under a lot of tension, and again you see the moisture. A spring there, pivot point, and a spring there. What's this? I have no idea. That is old grease, and this is horribleness. Morgen Fons. Zo. Make sure this spring zo. Hey Fons, goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen. Oh, ik mag toch praten.
Ja, een klein beetje, maar ik ben wel nu aan het streamen.
Ja,
Ik ben
nee,
nu al
nee,
live.
nee.
Zo. So it is really stuck. So the oil and lubrication here is quite old, and this is really worrying. But maybe this one is... Oh, that's riveted. There's a rivet, not a screw. Oh, that's a lovely detail. I forgot. Here. Do you see the domed jewels as a sliding surface for the date ring? That is lovely detail, and there's nothing too much pushing down, so the hard material of a ruby isn't really necessary because it's not a huge friction, but a lovely detail and a sign of quality. That is just beautiful here. The sliding surface for the date ring being jeweled. So, did a disassembly on the dial side. The date ring is nicely secured, and now we have to concentrate on what is blocking the gear train. First thing first. Cheers everybody. Well, this is moving freely. That plate is the gear train here. Yeah, remove that one. Then we... The thing is, there might be power on the mainspring, because the blockage is gone. That is interesting. So there was something mechanically blocking the gear train, and now it isn't. So it might be dislodged, or it might have been, probably not, the date. But it looks like there is no power on the mainspring left. There. Yeah. So now I'm happy to remove this huge bridge, release the main barrel, because if I remove this one first, you see this wheel is underneath the bridge. I cannot move it upwards anyway, and I don't want to stress the pivots. So this huge bridge first. I remember from last time, this is not one of my favorite movements to work on. It is quite beautiful, but over-designed. And I really do hope we can find the cause of the blocking of the gear train. That would be satisfying. So, plop, plop. And the source of this rust, still haven't seen it. Oh, die wil nog, tuurlijk. There we are. Then plop here. You see it's over-designed. Oh. There. Here you see the still some... Hey, that's interesting. Look at this. There we can see oil and lubrication. And there hardly anything and completely dry. I find it fascinating. There. And there the rivet, which is always, well... A rivet is a technical solution if you don't have too much height. But almost by definition that it is more harder to service, to maintain. So, there is the part of the automatic winding. Click. Tiny pivot, that's an intricate part. Still no real reason for the blockage. There the ratchet wheel. There. Plop. Plenty of lubricant there. Still find it. And do you see that there's not really a source of that much rust debris? And I still believe it's rust. That is unusual, to say the least. Like some parts are maybe replaced, but it isn't cleaned or properly taken care of. So there. There are quite a few contradictions in this watch. So insanely worn with the scratches on the K. Hey, look at this. So stuck together. There is old lubrication or something going on. Here the escape wheel. A watch so a valuable watch, okay. So incredibly worn. Well, the owner can decide he likes his watch and wears it a lot. No problem with that. A crystal missing for some time because you could see the debris on the dial. And so much rust and gunk and horribleness without too many rusted parts and a screw, a Seiko screw that shouldn't be in there. It seems to me, and this is hypothetically, but maybe with just a bit of experience, that once the winding stem was completely rusted, that is replaced without cleaning the movement. That is what it looks like now. It's just my imagination, you can call it whatever you like, but there is no source of extreme rust, and I do believe it's rust, in this movement at the moment. So a lovely job to restore, because the end result is going to be stunning. I am sure we can run, well, to perfection, because it's a quality watch and it is so serviceable, and we can make it like new. And just in time, the call's coming in. All of you, thank you so much for your attention. Sorry I couldn't be live, it's pre-recorded because we're only in the UK at the moment, and just exiting the Harry Potter studios in Watford. I'll try to make some more videos on the restoration of this one, because it is an enigma. There's something going on, and but then again, it's a beautiful quality watch and we can restore it. All of you, please leave your comments. I read every single one of them, and please the thumbs up, because that's very helpful for the growth of our YouTube channel Chronoglide. All of you, thank you so much for your attention. See ya. Bye bye.